Manchester United need to be stopped. Something special is happening at that football club.
This isn't the same Manchester United. And if you think 3 straight wins means they're back, you're falling for the oldest trick this club plays on its own fans. Because this version of United is worse in the most dangerous way possible. Not because they can't win, but because they can win, while still looking like a club that doesn't know who it is anymore. Here's the bait. No joke. Under Michael Carrick, United beat Manchester City 2-0 in the derby.
It's 3-on-2. Semenyo's trying hard to get back. It's Brian Mbeumo at the Stretford end!
And City managed 1 shot on target. Then they went to Arsenal, the league leaders, and won 3-2.
This under Ruben Amorim holding on to Leeds was a big problem for Manchester United. This is Matthias Cunha! That's a superb strike! And Manchester United have turned it around again to lead again!
And then came the game that exposes everything. Fulham.
Skinning. 3-1.
A 3-2 win, sealed in stoppage time. Old Trafford erupting. It sounds like a revival. It feels like the old days. But that Fulham match wasn't dominance. It was survival. United were 2-0 up and still let it slip.
Towards the top corner, and he finds it! And Fulham pull it out of the flames again! As Bruno Fernandes picks out Benjamin Sesko! It's the spirit of Fergie time!
They conceded a penalty. Then they conceded an equalizer. And for a moment, the entire stadium felt that familiar dread. Here we go again. That's modern United in one sentence. Because the scary part isn't the comeback. The scary part is how often United need one. It's like they only remember who they are when the clock hits 90. And that's why this run is so fascinating and so terrifying. Carrick hasn't arrived with slogans or philosophies for Twitter. He's arrived with clarity, clear roles, clean distances, defined triggers.
Yeah, I think improvement, I think certainly improvement, helping improve individuals. A big part of what I really enjoy is improving individuals, and in the end, I think if you improve the individuals, we create a better team.
Less chaos, more control. Against City, United didn't try to out-City City. They trapped them, stayed compact, then hit vertically the second City overcommitted. They invited the pass they wanted, then snapped the door shut. Holland went quiet. That isn't vibes, that's a plan. Against Arsenal, it wasn't a smash and grab. United absorbed pressure, punished mistakes, and kept landing punches after every momentum swing. When Arsenal thought they'd rescued it late, United had one more punch.
Subimendi, great pressure here. Brian Mbeumo goes around the keeper and scores! Dorgu. He's not had much possession inside the Arsenal half today, Patrick Dorgu. But he's done really well here. What an effort that is! Outstanding! Just under Ruben Amorim holding on to Leeds was a big problem for Manchester United. This is Matthias Cunha! That's a superb strike!
Then Fulham, the type of match that used to be routine. And United still turned it into a stress test. Why does that keep happening? Because United's problem isn't effort, it's identity. Since Ferguson, they've cycled through saviors like seasonal trends. New manager, new buzz, new slogans. Then the same sequence. Early bounce, first crisis, dressing room leak, panic buys, public blame, reset. Moyes, Van Gaal, Mourinho, Solskjaer, Ten Hag, Amorim, different accents, same ending. United don't rebuild, they restart. In the Ferguson era, you feared United because they were relentless. They didn't need drama. They created inevitability. They'd start fast, squeeze you, then kill the game before you could breathe. Now you fear them because they're unpredictable. They can look broken for months, then drop a tactical masterclass on the biggest stage, then nearly throw it away the next week, then win anyway. That kind of volatility doesn't build dynasties. It builds highlights, and highlights are addictive until you realize they're covering the cracks. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Hope is what keeps United stuck. Hope convinces fans to accept moments instead of demanding a system. Hope convinces executives to treat symptoms instead of fixing the disease. Hope turns survival into progress. Because United's disease has been the same for years. Recruitment without a plan. Power without accountability. A squad built for 3 different managers at the same time. A club trying to buy success without building foundations. And the chaos isn't just on the pitch. Around Old Trafford, the noise never stops. Pressure, politics, protests, panic. In the old days, the noise was standards. Now the noise is instability. It's the feeling that every good week is one bad week away from collapse, which is why Carrick matters. Not because he's a miracle worker, because his impact proves how low the bar had fallen. He's made United look functional by removing confusion, by stopping players from doing 3 jobs at once, by giving them a shape they can trust when the game turns. But here's the trap. Carrick winning early doesn't mean the club is fixed. It means the squad still has quality. It means competence still works. And that should scare everyone, because it raises the real question. Is this a turning point? Or just the most convincing mask United has worn in years? Because if this is Carrick with no long-term control, no full rebuild, no squad built in his image, what happens if United actually commit? What happens when these late winners stop being emergencies and start becoming routine? Or worse, what happens when the late winners dry up, the margins flip, and the club starts hunting for another reset again? That's why this isn't the same Manchester United. The history is the same. The stadium is the same. The name is the same. But the structure isn't. And right now, every win still feels like a warning.